Be back. Good to be back.
Take Me Away podcast. 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 Take Me Away podcast.
Yeah, welcome back. We are back by popular demand of the Take Me Away podcast. Well, I'm your host, the Midwest Kid, and we got my co-host, Ninja. What up, Ninja?
What's up? We got French Shiesty in the building.
Yo, what's happening, yo?
What's
What
up?
up?
What's
Welcome.
happening?
Welcome to the Take Me Away podcast,
Appreciate it.
where we dive into the realm of mental health.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah, I can hear you.
hear you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Heck yeah.
So tell us a
So you're
little
an
about
artist.
yourself.
Yeah, tell us a little about yourself. You're an artist. And
Yes, I Shiesty. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm behind the mental health support system the whole way. You hear me? I made a number of songs. I've done a lot
Yeah,
of work.
I've got a
work.
couple of tracks out there that are mental health or whatever. I basically started the podcast because my significant other deals with a lot of mental health issues and stuff like that. So that's the reason why I started it. In the song, the Take Me Away podcast, there's a song out there called "Take Me Away."
Okay.
yeah, so tell us where you're from.
I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been here since I was a child.
Right.
I was 2 years old whenever I first moved to Pittsburgh. I moved from Erie, Pennsylvania. Came to Pittsburgh since I was 2 and never left since then. So you see where we're at with it all day long, huh?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Tell us how your childhood was growing up, as far as like, was it all good or was it,
My childhood, I had a decent childhood, right? But, I was a broken child, right? I say a broken child because we lost my mother when I was about 2, around the time I moved to Pittsburgh. And,
How did that affect you?
oh man, it was a little bit on the side of I can say hurtful. I can say I'm doing this. Sorry, I'm talking to my sister. I'm doing this interview in your house. The girls are being too loud. I'm talking to my sister. So I could say hurtful, as a child, when you lose, mothers are everything. So even growing up, losing that stability of having your mind, and you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did that play a little bit part in like how did you actually get into the music and how does it help you?
music, gives me a chance to explain. It gives me a chance to, really express how I feel. Give you guys, a background story of what I've been through. You know, and I'm not very good at explaining things. Now, I'll say this now in this interview. I'm socially awkward, right? So music is my or struggling in a way.
Yeah. So you said you had a couple of tracks. Did you send them to Ninja?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so music is just my form of explaining, my feelings, my emotions, what I've been through or what I'm going through at the time.
Yeah, so yeah,
Yeah.
you had a couple of
Yeah.
tracks, right? Hello,
I don't think
Ninja.
you understood. Yeah.
Uh,
Say that again?
did it?
Yeah. So what do you feel like when your music you're pouring your feelings in the music, you're pouring your storytelling in the music,
Yeah,
and
absolutely. So
it's just for your love of that, right?
yeah, whenever I'm recording a song, you know, it's a chance for me to open up and express. You know what I mean? I'm socially awkward. I don't know if you guys heard me or the internet cut off, but that is a way for me to formally let you guys know what's going on or how I'm feeling or, and hopefully what I'm going through and I rap about, sometimes it helps.
Yeah, I definitely
Yeah.
feel like them kind of tracks or whatever help a lot of people. That can't are socially awkward or can't talk to people or whatever. They go through and listen to this, and it's kind of like being the voice for the voices.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you
That's
said you
kind
had
of
a
true.
couple of so you
I'm
said you
sorry.
had a couple of tracks or whatever dealing with mental health.
I got lose myself, just going through everything, like losing emotions, feeling like with my relationship, with God, and and how to break down barriers when you think having everything and still not having everything you desire. You know what I mean? And that is a very.
Yeah,
I apologize for the in and out. It's my house is really loud. My wife is up. My babies are up. But
it's
yeah,
all
bro.
it's all good. Hey, did you have that track?
Um. Let's see. I have to grab my
Or how
camera.
would we find this track?
You can go ahead on YouTube and find it. You can go to French Shiesty and type in "lose myself" and it should pop right up. Hey, babe. Hey, honey.
I found it right here. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna check this video out. It's called "Lose Myself," right? Tell Tell us a little bit about this track before we play it, or actually we'll ask you that even after it. Can you
All
hear
right.
me?
So in the beginning, so I start off with like let's take a trip to the other side of space, right? Whenever I'm
I'm gonna
telling
be
you,
right back.
whenever I'm explaining, let's take a trip to the other side of space. I didn't physically mean that. I mentally meant that. Like, let me pick your brain real quick,
Yeah.
and let me explain to you, what I feel emotionally, what I feel spiritually, and you know. it's just like, it gives you a chance to understand and, feel as I'm explaining my life story and feel what I was going at and going through at the time.
Nice.
Heck yeah, bro.
We're gonna play this. We're gonna my friend Shiesty called "Lose Myself." Let's go.
Yeah. Anywhere around the world. 1,000,001 chances. Too many places all at once. You know? Yeah. Let's take a trip to the other side of space, cause we can really run the world and double back on our takes. Honestly, I live with guilt, so it's dark behind my shade. I heard Rich spit a verse the other day in Jesus' name. The
The
devil
devil
knocking at my
knocking at
door,
my door
trying to
trying to
distract me
distract
when
me
I
when I
pray.
pray.
Guess he's really upset cause I've been working on my faith. I made a deal with God that if you give me your daughter, I promise I'll be faithful to you. I don't care about the amount of the fame, cause I don't wanna gain the world and lose myself. 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 Truthfully, I can't gain the world and go lose myself. Cause I got people in the trenches who really need my help. It's safe to say I'm a product of my environment. The hood is so inspiring. You can have the world, but be careful what your desire is. You trying to be the hottest around, watch where the
Watch me.
fire is. Trying to go higher and higher where there's a higher risk. My watch tell me exact time, but don't say when we. I don't wanna gain the whole world and lose myself. I know I wanna gain the world and lose myself. Gain the world and lose myself. No, I don't wanna gain the world and lose myself. Gain the world and lose myself. I know that we pray for everything, but that's till we get it all. Faith like a mustard seed, I grew in the spring and fall. I pray for clear vision while taking this trip to fall. Cause you can have the whole world and then go and lose yourself. Don't let me lose myself. Don't let me lose myself. Gain the world and lose myself. Gain the world and lose myself. Gain the world and lose myself.
All right, that was dope. Not for
Heck
sure
yeah.
why that was pausing like that. I'm sorry, but really dope.
All right, guys.
Yeah,
I'm
that
in a
was dope.
place where it's quiet. We're good to go. So sorry. All right.
Nice.
Now I can focus. Jesus gosh. Yeah, man. You know how it is having a family. I'm a family man. But sometimes
Yeah,
when it comes for daddy to do
I feel you.
yeah. Let's see
Yeah,
if
I
we
feel
can
you.
find some-
Sometimes you just gotta, be in a quiet place sometimes.
heck yeah, that's all, just a little sit down where I can just hear myself think and hear you guys speak because without silence I would never be able to do anything like this.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta. I feel like you got. Even if you're in a relationship, you gotta have that. Gotta have that balance. You gotta have your time alone, or you're gonna get stressed out. Argue or whatever.
Music connection. The living room. You have a light in here, sis?
I'm gonna play this other track over here called "See My Dog Again."
Thank you, sis.
Let's go.
You my dog.
Pull it back. Yeah, I just got the cars. This is what I was talking about.
Bobbing over there?
Can you guys hear it?
No, I ain't hear nothing. I don't hear
Can't
nothing.
hear it?
No, I can't hear
Okay,
it as
hold
well.
Okay, hold up. You can see it though?
I can't see
Oh,
anything.
you can't see it?
I
I'm not
still see lose myself up there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let me move this. Let me get rid of this. All right. And tell us about this song a little bit. Can you tell us about See My Dog Again?
Absolutely. So, all right. So, before anybody judges me, let me say it like this. I had a best friend, right? He was more of a brother to me. He lived a different lifestyle than I did, right? He was more of the streets, more of the, the drug dealer type. Let's just say it like that. But he ended up going to jail, and he ended up getting 40 years in prison. Plus, I think it's like another decade he got, another 10 years. So he ended up getting in trouble, and, that really, it took a toll on me, Mine, I had no idea what he was into. It was one of those things where I had to find out, you know what I mean?
Yo,
Yeah.
we don't judge over here, though. Just so
My
you know.
man. Yeah, so he basically, had this life that he was living. And, I was young. I didn't know, as my big bro. I didn't know he was living that life. And then one day, I was coming home from work and I got a phone call. It's like, hey, your bro just went down. The FBI, they just kicked in his door and they ran in every place he ever had. And long story short, around the same time, I ended up going and getting in trouble. I don't know. I was being a guy and I seen girls when I was single in Halloween costumes and little short bikinis. And I walked out of the store with a coffee and I ended up going to jail. And then whenever I was in jail, at the same period of time, I lost two of my best friends. And, it was from my one friend, going to the feds, and then my other buddies dying and my older brother passing away on me. So yeah, this song really hits home.
Yeah, no doubt. So this,
Yeah.
we'll check this track out then. It's called See My Dog Again.
I know I never see my dog again, and that just broke my heart again. They seem to love you when you go, don't risk the chance of falling in. You think you got problems now, that's just when it all begins. Cause they gon' turn their back on the same ones you used to call your friend. I mean, they don't let you coming home, so I'ma put my praise in. Like Father forgive all of my brothers' sins. I know deep in my heart, he just wanna win. I know deep in my heart. I know I never see my dog again, and that just broke my heart again. They seem to love you when you bought, don't miss the chance of falling in. You think you got problems now, wait until it all begins. All you did for everyone, and somehow they just all forget. I'm like, all you did for everyone, and it's somehow like they forgot. You was the man on top, there was no way you could stop. We had to go for the work hard, drive for it. We had to die for it. I was trying to work 2 jobs. We living a life for coming straight out the mud. Tell me which one could go ahead and hop in the bitch. My brother, my twin. If you whip it up, whip it again. Many mansion on the hillside. That will get it again. I know I might not see you for a while, so I'ma pass it to your kids. Ooh, we about to make it and make moves. If it don't break you, it's gonna make you. If it don't take you, it shake you. We got a chance, so let's pray to God. Hoping one day that you break through. Then 10 to 11 can run it all back. Just to hear that we got great news. I pray for a Jesus in time so I can go back and get Mario and James too. Weighted the pain, it won't move. I gotta be honest, I'm telling the truth. Gravity holding me down. When I think about it, dog, it changed the mood. Knowing that I lost my dog, and there's nothing that I can. I know I never see my dog again, and I just broke my heart again. They seem to love you when you bought the risk. It's a chance of falling in. You think you got problems now, wait until it all begin. All you did for everyone, it seems somehow they all forget. And when they turn their back on you, what you thought you was, friends or not okay. You was a man, dog, really one on top. They was wishing for the fall. They was praying you would stop. Yeah, I gotta say it 2 times, cause I'm really Tommy hot.
That was fresh.
You like it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I like it. I very much like songs about mental health or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it just, not being able to see, my brothers and, my friends, like, dude, like, it really messes with your head, when you know that somebody, and, for granted, my brother, my best friend and my brother passed away. But when you know that you have somebody that is still alive and you won't see him again, because honest to God, when he gets out, he's going to be 85 years old,
Yeah, God, if he makes it to 85, because you never know.
Exactly. You see what I'm
You never
saying?
know how long. You never know how long someone's gonna live in this life.
Yeah, and the video basically broke down like not being able to see my boy, and making it into the industry where I had enough money to afford to go back and pay for his attorney, to get him out of jail. I don't, if you could follow the storyline, of the video. Tried to make it kind of obvious.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no doubt.
You're
Yeah.
basically like telling the whole story about from the beginning to where you ended the song or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, big story vibes.
Thank
this
you.
is like,
Thank you.
Dripping
my
and dropping a whole amount of emotion in that track. I could tell too. Yeah.
I would have to say I would have to say that my song "Crying for Help" and "Take Me Away" are a couple of my better tracks or whatever, because they're about mental health or whatever, and they tell a story.
Yeah, heck yeah, bro. Heck yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Heck yeah. But yeah, man. Heck yeah.
What's this track here called? Who You Are?
Who You Are? I believe Who You Are, whenever I did Who You Are, I believe it was, just, explaining, like who you are. Who are you? When you hear who you are, you just, you explain to people who you are, and, it was kind of little like, I'm who I am, right? But at the end of the day, I can't help that I want to be a star. I can't help, that I want to have, the star power,
Yeah,
and who you are explains, a little bit type person, like, don't give up,
We got some bling going on and some fashion, definitely. You got some
I definitely feel like I want to be a star too. I think anybody who's in the music industry wants to feel like they're a star, even if they're not like all the way superstar. At least they're a star.
We got a superstar right here, friend Shicey. And we're gonna play.
Thank you. Now you guys are the stars.
Yeah,
we go.
I'm trying to get a. I'm trying to get that
building. We got this song called "Who You Are." Here we go.
That's good.
They like like VVS diamonds, you know you a star.
Uh-oh. We'll go back here. I'm gonna let this load up here.
Bear with us, people. We're having technical difficulties.
It's decided it's not gonna play now. Dang. I apologize, y'all. What's going on here?
Because I was trying to get dressed.
And you know what? Drag it to the very end and then run it back after you drag it to the very end of the song. Yep, drag it and then drag it right back. It'll load up.
Got you.
So she would have broke my grandma's face.
Yep, and then drag it back. Hit pause and then play. Yep.
Dang, what's the deal? It's still not want to play. That's why I liked when people send in MP3s or MP4s because I can upload those and they play automatically.
Yeah.
Everything,
I just finished those ones probably a few days ago, a week ago or so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I had to hurry up and send it to my my PR so he could do my breakdowns.
I got you.
Oh, so are you signed to a label or do you have your own label?
I'm independent.
Independent?
Yeah, I'm independent. Yeah.
No doubt. Well, it's been
I
great
feel like
having you, man. And what would you say to the world, like, about mental health, or what would you do to encourage people?
Listen, don't be ashamed of having mental health issues. Hey, Tina, can you guys please walk out of here real quick? Thank you. So for mental health, right? Don't be afraid if you have mental health, right? It's not all bad to have mental health, right? I know some of the most successful people, believe me not, and they have the worst mental health, and mental health not as in like the worst mental health is saying it's a bad thing, but some are deeply rooted than others. But in the same sense, whatever mental health you have, just remember it's all in your mental, and you can work and live to have a better life, to be successful. You can grind 10 times harder, when you feel like, you're going to give up on life, take your medication. You got it, So if I was to give a message to the world about mental health, don't be ashamed to have it. Do not be ashamed to have it, because you're perfect. You're a star. It doesn't matter. Some people are just shamed. Don't feel ashamed. Those people who may shame and be like, oh yeah, he's a little crazy. Fine. Let them think that. But guess what? Be happy, be successful, be everything you want to be in life, and don't give up just because you have a mental health disorder. That's what I would tell you guys.
I tell people, that have mental health or whatever, if they need help, if they gotta go to the hospital or something, don't be afraid to go to the hospital. It's not the end of the world, whatever,
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need that extra help or whatever.
Yeah, man. There's nothing wrong with it. There is nothing wrong with getting help. Listen, you know the worst thing that I've done in life, right? I didn't get help, right? Yes, we all deal with mental health. We all deal with some type of, and my mental health is more or less from the trauma that I've been through, right? And it kind of really messed me up, right? I have mental health issues and my family, my uncles, it runs in the line, But let me tell you guys this. I had to experience every piece of the process. And when I'm telling you every piece of the process, believe me not, if you Google me, I have visited two mental health facilities, right? And I'm not gonna lie, I love them. I loved them. they, the people around me, I felt comfortable. I felt like, you know what, you guys, you ever be around the same group of people that are just like you? You feel accepted. You feel comfortable. We're all here for the same reason. So like I said, I've been through every process of it, and I absolutely loved it. I got to teach people. I got taught by people, how to just keep going, because sometimes, your mental health might get a hold of you a little bit, but that's when you don't lose yourself and you just, keep going, man.
I want to say bravo on something you said, that everybody deals with mental health in some way or form.
Yes.
I tell people that all the time, and sometimes they look at me like, "What are you talking about?" Like, but it's true that everybody, even if you can't see it, people still have mental health in some way,
Yeah, man.
even if it's a little bit.
Listen, sometimes it's like this, right? Some people don't like to accept that they have mental health. This is the biggest issue with having mental health. This is why you get people that are just doing crazy stuff. Why? Because they don't know how to accept. Therefore, they don't know how to get the help. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, like I said, they're like you said. Some are worse than others. But guess what? At the same time, people really just, you know, they try to oversee it.
Yeah.
But we all
Yeah.
have it. I'm telling you this, one thing or another, brother. We all go through mental health issues.
Yeah. That's
If
right.
we have ever experienced any type of trauma or any type of traumatic events in our lives, sometimes that'll leave you scarred. Our strongest soldiers go to war for us, and they come back with mental health issues because they're traumatized. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? People that are fighting for our country and protecting us, right? And there's no difference because you can go and protect and serve and come back with mental
Yeah.
health issues. You see what I'm saying? And these are our strongest guys. These are our strongest guys. So it doesn't matter what you go through in life.
And,
We
and,
all deal with it.
and I was gonna say, sometimes even if you don't go get the mental health or whatever, seek out someone, stranger or something, talk
Yeah.
to someone. That's another reason why I started this mental health in a way for people to come, because they may not necessarily feel like they want to talk to a counselor or something, talk to a stranger, someone that deal with mental health in some way.
Yeah, man. There's like I said, bro. This is the thing, right? To define on how to deal with it, right? There's two ways you can deal with it, right?
Yeah.
Medication, right? And support. That's your healing process. Those around you, and medication. If you're on medication, take your medications. If you need support, some people just they just go through it on a daily. Sometimes they're just not always in a stable set of mind.
Yeah, and I tell people all the time, like, if you're alone and you're feeling depressed or something, go out and do something. Get your mind off.
Yeah,
Yeah, get your mind off it. Go to a movie. Go, call
yeah,
call someone. I have friends, they deal with something. I said, you know what? Call me if I'm not busy or something. Talk to me. Whatever.
yeah. And reach out to your support groups. Don't be afraid to reach out to your support groups. Um, That's why they're there. That's why, whenever you feel like you're going through a crisis, they're like, hey, dial this 1-800 number. You just got to reach out, and that's all it
Reach
is.
out.
I've,
Yeah,
I've
call
met
1-800
so many
number,
people.
or call a friend. Someone that you trust or something. Talk to your friend or whatever.
Yeah, man. I've came across some incredible people. Some people, and let me just say this: some even celebrities. You know what I mean? That I've seen with some of the far worse conditions that I've ever seen. You know what I mean? And these people are living. These people are thriving in life, and they're going and they're going. Yeah, man. So every time I ask them like, "Yo, how do you deal with it?" And they'll tell me like, "Bro, I have people around me that love me. So whenever they feel and sense it, then they help me. They gather around me and make sure I'm okay, make sure I'm taking my medications, making sure when it's time to go see the psychiatrist, they're seeing the psychiatrist, making sure medications are being filled out as needed.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And I'm not gonna tell you, right? I'm not gonna sit here and tell you like, man, I don't like dealing with my mental health. I love dealing with my mental health. Why do I love dealing with my mental health? I like to deal with my mental health because I get to explain how I'm feeling in my life and what am I going through mentally, what's going on around me. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
so I get on the mic and I spit my mental health. I spit my anxiety. I spit, some of the bars that I can't even spit in front of you guys right now. I could spit. You know why? Because that is my way of dealing with my mental health.
Yeah.
They call it.
I feel the same way about music and stuff. I
Yeah,
pray to
man.
God every day. I thank God every day that I got the ability to do this music or whatever, and write and stuff like that. Because I feel like if I didn't have that music, like, where would I be?
Right, exactly, bro, exactly. I mean, I'm telling you, music is the healer, brother. It's the healer. It is like I'm gonna tell you right
Mhm.
now, music saved my life on such a numerous amount of times. It's ridiculous, for real. There's been
Yeah.
times where I would feel like my mental health was getting the best of me. Like, dang, I deal with schizophrenia, right, and a little bit of bipolar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I got that. I got schizophrenia and a little bit of bipolar.
yeah, they give you the little medication for it. I
Autistic
pray.
too.
You're autistic as well.
Yeah, my brother has the other side. He's got the Asperger's.
Where's mommy?
Not like full blown. It was like a small case of autism, I guess.
Yeah, my daughter,
Yeah, I used to scream. He's a
yeah, my
screaming kid.
daughter, she's slightly autistic. We're saying slightly because we still have to go for genetics. Now, they partially believe that she is, you know what I mean? And yeah, it
Yeah,
probably came from my side of the family. It could have came, from my wife's side of the family. But in the same sense, you know, I'm gonna teach her to deal with it. I had a friend that was autistic, and the man was the smartest man I've ever met in my life.
Yeah, my woman, she's artistic and has some other mental health or whatever. But I would say she takes care of her bills. She can take care of her bills and all that stuff like that. She's high functioning and stuff like that. She's one of the smartest people I know.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. You back, Ninja?
I don't know. Can you hear
It
me?
might be. Yeah. We can hear you. We can't see you. It might be the connection.
Can't
I don't
see me.
know. This internet's been messing
What
around.
happened?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get it. Hold on a second.
Okay.
You got a Rush Records logo in the top of your corner there, didn't you?
All right.
You got my logo. You got my logo up there.
Yeah, we put that on there for you.
But like, yeah, like I was saying, they 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 diagnosed me. Okay, so whenever I found out, right, and honest to God, I will tell you guys all the way the truth. Um, and about 2014, my friends were playing in a church, smoking weed, hanging out, doing them, right? They
Yeah,
caught a they caught a building on fire, and I ended up taking the blame for it, right? Because he had a full scholarship to play basketball, this, that, and the third. I knew my record was kind of messed up because I got in trouble. So I took the charge for him. Therefore, they put me into the mental health pod in jail. Um, 5F, they called it in Allegheny County. It's called 5F. It was the whole mental health pod. It functions just like a regular pod and stuff like that, right? Also, they put me in Torrance. Torrance is Pennsylvania State Hospital, right? So this is
yeah,
how I found out that I had a complete diagnosis. Um, and yeah, man, and it totally makes sense because it might sound crazy, but I'll tell you like this: when I go to write music, have you ever listened to a beat and like the beat gives you the instrument, it gives you the words? Excuse me.
oh yeah, yeah. I do that all the time. Like
Yeah, bro.
I'll be
It
listening to a song or something, and people look at me crazy when I tell them the beat talks to me.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, like, okay, good. So I'm not the only person, my man. Because I'll tell you this, bro. When I hear certain words in a song and it's just playing an instrumental, that's a gift. That's a complete gift. You know, that's so. If you hear words in your beat, man, go with them words because that's like, you know. And I honestly like you can put on a beat right now and I could spit you a whole song, and you'd be like, "Dang, how'd you come up with that?" And I tell you, bro, the beat gave it to me. You know, yeah,
Yeah,
it
you're
sounds
not
a
the
little
only one.
ridiculous. Okay, cool, that's a bet, man. Because I thought for a second I was afraid to tell you guys that because you know,
Oh no, no, no! Believe me, I listen to songs all the time. I listen to beat all the time, and I'll just be sitting there jamming, and then it will speak to me.
yeah,
Yeah,
man, yeah, man.
yeah,
Uh-oh, babies are crying everywhere.
yeah. Well, it's been a great podcast, though, man. It's been nice
Absolutely,
to
I
have you.
apologize.
No, you're
It's nice
fine.
to
You're
have you.
fine.
Yeah, Prince Shiesty. I'm really glad we did this.
Thank
Like a
you.
lot of
Thank you guys so much for having me. Next time, hopefully, I can have a stable, quiet setting. You guys caught me at the time where everybody was waking up, babies were screaming, a whole bunch of
Oh
stuff,
yeah, yeah,
but
yeah,
you
definitely.
know, it's an
We
honor.
we strive to talk about mental health, basically play music that deals with mental health or whatever. That's why I say mental health based podcast because not everything involves around mental health or whatever. So
Yeah, man.
we try to do different stuff on the show, but still pertain to mental health.
Yeah, I support you. I'm behind you 100%, 110%. No, 150%.
Heck, make it 200.
No. Make it 1,000%. Make it 1,000%. I'm behind you guys.
All right.
Yes,
Yeah,
man.
that's good.
I love
Yeah,
what you're doing. It's wonderful.
yeah, most definitely.
Oh man.
It was great. We'll have to, maybe we'll link up and do something sometime.
Absolutely, brother. Listen, if you're ever in the Pittsburgh area, give me a call, man. I'll
Yeah,
put you up somewhere nice. We'll have a good time.
I'm out here in Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
Oh, Indianapolis?
No, not
Or is that?
Indianapolis.
Oh, wait. I'm so sorry. Minnesota. Oh my
No,
gosh.
that's I'm Minneapolis.
Is that close by Minneapolis?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
Minneapolis is in Minnesota.
yeah. I said it right? Or no? Or
Yeah,
did I say
Minneapolis. You said
Minneapolis?
Indianapolis.
Oh my gosh. You see?
That's Indiana. That's Indiana, I think, or something.
Yeah. Nah, I meant to say Minneapolis, but I had
Yeah,
Indiana in my head for some
yeah,
reason.
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
man.
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Okay.
I'm
Cool. Yeah,
about
man.
I'm about I'd say depending on traffic and stuff, probably about 30 to 45 minutes from Minneapolis.
Okay. So okay, cool. So you're close by.
Yeah. Not too far. Less than an
Good
hour. So.
stuff. Heck yeah, man. I'm behind you 100%, brother. Anytime you want to do another interview, let me know, brother. I'm all for you. And like I said, next time, I promise. It will be a quiet
If
setting.
you got I was gonna say if you got any friends or something, that want to come on, whatever, we
man.
come on Mondays at 4:00 Central Standard Time.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what
Yeah.
time. I don't know what time it is. I don't know what time it is out there, but out here it's CTS.
We are Eastern time. This is
So you're an hour ahead.
yeah. Is it 5:08 there?
Yeah, it's 5:08 here.
Okay, yeah, it's 6:08 here. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, hey.
we're an hour behind. So
Thanks for having me. It's been an honor. Like I said,
Yeah,
if you guys ever
definitely.
need me, everybody can go check me out. I'm dealing with one platform, one music platform, one social media platform.
You can go check me out too. I don't know if you can see my name on my screen, but you just go look that up. Midwest Kid right there.
Got you, bro.
Spelled
I got you 100%.
Just spelled like that.
Okay.
If you try to spell it normal, you ain't gonna find it.
Okay, cool. I like that. You gotta put it in specifically, so I know. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, brother.
I replaced the I's with Y and flipped the E backwards and put it instead of an E.
All right. Well, listen. So my boss is calling me for this TV network. So it's been an honor.
Yeah,
you have a blessed day, and thank you, brother. You're awesome. Thank you so much. Like I said, get a hold of me anytime you want, bro. We'll do this over and over again if you want. You hear me? I got some stories for you guys.
All
right. Thank you, buddy.
I got stuff we gotta do too much stuff. So.
All right, brother.
All right.
All right. Take it easy.
Peace.
You okay?
Well, everybody, it's been a great show today. It is join us Mondays at 1:00 Central Standard Time, 5:00 Eastern Standard Time. Peace out.
Take Me Away podcast. 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 Take Me Away podcast.